Hello students, in this video we see how we can add data inside this student table which we have already created student table inside our website. And here we see how we can add a record inside this student table and also show all the records inside grid view by using coding. Now in this page we see how we can add or insert data inside a database, also update the grid view according to database updation by using coding. Here we are using disconnected architecture in this example. Now here I am adding one new item as web form and giving the name as add student. Add student.asbx. I am clicking on select master page and adding one web page here. Now this is my page. We are going towards the design view. Then I am clicking on tables and I am first inserting one table, rows, and I'm taking some labels initially. I am resizing this table. Now in front of label I want some text boxes. To add student data, ID is automatically generated, so there is no need to take ID. Now I am giving the text property of this label. Here we know inside our student table there is student name, course and city. So I am setting the properties as text value for label text. Enter student name. Then for this label, enter course. You may take a drop down list for this field course, but I am taking text box here. Enter city. So in this way we are taking table, so our alignment is proper here. Now here table is ended, and after this table I am taking one button for adding the data. So here is my button, and then I am taking one grid view to show whatever the data present inside that student table. Now all the functionality we are doing here by using code and not by using the wizard. Now I am changing the text property of this button from by default button to add student. Add student. Okay. Now what we want from this page, here before table I am taking one h1 or h2 property, h2 tag, and add student details. I am giving the title as add student details. Okay, so this is my form. Now you may design this page attractively, but I am interested in functionality, so I am showing you how functionality we do for this web page. Now if I run, we will not see that grid view because we are not binding any data to that particular grid view. So after binding, you can see that grid view on web page. So this is our website, and this is table or web page details. This is the form. Enter student name, enter course city, and here is add student button. But we are not seeing grid view because there is no any data inside that grid view. Also alignment is not proper, so we are going towards the code window and changing the length. Now I am going towards the code window and adding some code here. This is button one click, and adding some libraries here, system.data and system.data.sql client. After adding these libraries, we can create the object of SQL connection. Cn is equal to new SQL connection. Inside bracket as a parameter, we need to give one connection string. So go towards the database. So right click on database, and inside properties there is one connection string property, and select that connection string value, copy, and we need to paste here. Okay, so after pasting, if there is a slash, then double slash, add one more slash wherever there is one slash. Then connection object, SQL connection object is ready. Now we take one SQL command object, cmd is equal to new SQL command. Here we need to give one SQL command like insert, update, delete, or select. Here we want to retrieve all the or fetch all the data from the student table and add to the grid view. So here I am using select query for retrieval data from the database table student. I need all rows, all columns, so I am giving select start from student. Then active connection object is my active connection object is CM. Okay, now I am taking one SQL data adapter. ADPT is equal to new SQL data adapter. Here we need to give CMD command object as a parameter. Then we are creating one dataset object DS is equal to new dataset. There is no need to give any argument to this object when creating this object, dataset object. Now by using adapter object, we may fill the result of SQL query to this dataset object. Now I am giving the name to this dataset stud. Now we can add data source of this grid view as DS because there is a data of a select query inside this DS. So I am giving the data source as ds.tables of 0. Now we bind this particular data. So there is one data bind property or method. I think there is data bind method. So here we are adding this code to button one click. So when we click on that particular button, this code will be executed and we see the grid view. So if I run once again our project, we see the output. If I click on this button, the grid view is displayed in front of me. Now if we want this functionality when page will be loaded. Then I'm cutting this code and pasting inside my custom function void refresh grid data. I'm creating one function, my user defined function, and pasting this inside this function. Now I'm calling this function on page load. So whenever page is loading, the data will be displayed inside grid view. So this functionality I'm doing. Also I want when user enters data inside these text boxes and click on add student, that data will be added inside a database and immediate effect will be reflected on this grid view. Such functionality I want. So we write here one SQL command for insert query, SQL command cmd, and I am giving the command as insert into student. How many values we are entering or inserting, I am giving here. Now ID we don't need to give, only student name, then course, and city we need to give. So we are adding the values as inside single quote, inside double quote, plus plus, and first value comes from first text box. So I am giving the text box one.text. Single quotes are required whenever there is a textual field. If your field value is numeric, then there is no need of single quotes. Our three values are textual, so I am adding single quotes on all the three text boxes. Now we add third value, which is city value, and which is inside text box 3. Okay. So this is our query. Now for inserting data we need to open the connection. So I am calling this open. Then after processing we need to close the connection. So I am closing. And in between open and close we need to fire this insert query, execute this insert query. So I need to give cmd.execute non-query method I need to call. Whenever cmd.execute non-query statement executed, this query will be executed and our values will be added inside this database. And after inserting one record inside the database, we need to refresh the grid view, and refresh code I am adding inside this function. So just we need to call this function once again so that updated data will be reflected inside grid view. So this is the code. If we run our page, already 11 records are present here. Now if I give the Sita Kumari and no Sita Kumari here, and course is MCA and Sangli. Okay. After Archana Patil, if I add, there is one record 12, Sita Kumari. Okay, so this is the add or insert functionality, or adding student inside our database, as well as changing or refreshing this grid view. So this is the disconnected architecture we are seeing here. Data adapter dataset comes under disconnected architecture. Here there is no need to open the connection and close the connection. But while inserting data, we need to open first connection, then execute query, and after execution or after processing done, we need to close our connection. So this is about adding student data inside a database and adding that particular data to grid view by using code. Here we are doing all the processing by using code only. So do this by your own, and thank you.